Welcome back. The weather is heating up, and so is the competition for this weekend's First Coast Kids Triathlon. The Big Kid race kicks off Saturday at UNF, and joining us this morning is Ty Dickinson with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and 11-year-old Casey Goodwin, one of the triathletes. Thanks for joining us this morning. This is the largest sanctioned kids triathlon in the U.S. Can you tell us a little bit more about what folks can expect if they head out to this event at UNF this weekend?
Certainly. There'll be plenty of, it's very spectator friendly. There'll be plenty of kids, children doing the race. We have over 1,000 kids this year doing the race, which makes it the largest. We're looking forward to the competition as well as seeing the kids do the events and for wellness purposes.
And this is a true triathlon. I mean, in the full sense of the word, we're looking at swimming, we're looking at running, and we're looking at biking in this event. And Casey, I was talking to you a little bit before we got to this segment, and you're a pretty big swimmer. You said you swim 4 times a week. That's part of your exercise regimen to get ready for this?
Yes, I swim and I also bike on Thursdays, and at school we run laps. So.
And you're ready. You did this last year. Now you guys win awards, correct? In this triathlon?
Yes, everyone who finishes gets a medal, and the first, second, and third get a trophy.
And you did pretty well last year, and now you're gearing up and ready to do this again. Now you are in the older kids group this year, which means you're actually, you said biking 6 miles?
Yes.
So it's 6 miles for biking for you. You're 11 years old, so that's a lot of biking. I don't know if a lot of big kids could do that. And then how much running is involved for you?
We run a mile.
You run a mile? And then as far as the swimming, how many laps do you have to swim?
8.
So is this bigger and more than last year that you?
Actually, no, since I have a December birthday. I actually had to do the same thing last year.
Yeah, well, that sounds awesome, Casey. I think you're going to be ready for it. It's not just kids participating. It's also going to be big kid celebrities. Ty, you're going to be one of these participants. Our own chief meteorologist, Mike Burrish, is going to be another out there. And how exactly do you guys play a role in this triathlon?
The main focus for the big kid celebrities are they pick celebrities, so to speak, of careers, jobs throughout Jacksonville. Police, firefighters, Mike Burrish, weather, newspaper, doctor, one person from each occupation. Basically showing the wellness, showing how kids can, in their personal lives as well as as they grow up and know they can get into and have other jobs and still keep in.
And you guys already have sort of a background in this. You said you performed in 9 Ironman competitions, and
Correct.
Mike Burrish is an avid swimmer. He loves to swim. So this is going to be a great event. And you know what's going to make it even better, guys? You've got some good weather. It's going to be a little hot, though. So I think the pool, the swimming, that's going to be the best part of this event coming up this weekend. Folks, if you want to come out and participate, can you tell us a little bit more about where they need to go in order to be a spectator at this event or help out?
Right, certainly. At UNF, the event, it will be Sunday morning. There'll be about 1,000 kids participating. You'll have approximately 2 to 3 people per participant, about 2,000 to 3,000 people. So we can always use volunteers for water stations, and we can always use more spectators. It's great for the kids. It's great encouragement for the kids.
It's very motivating, and obviously the water, handing out the water, very important this weekend. Folks, if you want to know more about this, you can go to their website. I believe it's firstcoastkidstriathlon.org. Has all the information right there, where you can go if you want to be a volunteer or if you just want to be a spectator and take in this event, which should be very, very fun. Casey, Ty, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
I know it's a little bit early, but maybe you can think of it as part of your exercise regimen to get ready for this big event this upcoming weekend. As I mentioned, it's going to
Things over to the First Alert Weather Center, where Mike Burrish is tracking some rain with a special guest.
That's exactly right. Guest in a minute. First, let's talk rain this evening. Showers, even a few thunderstorms out there on First Alert Doppler HD from about Jacksonville south. It's mainly dry, although we've had a couple of showers from time to time. Most of the rain is across southeastern Georgia, and you can see that vigorous thunderstorm activity to the west of Lake City. Now, the movement is actually to the northeast of the individual cells, but I've noticed this storm trying to build back down toward the Gulf of Mexico, where it's warmer and more unstable. It looks like this still stays well west of the metro area, and most of northeast Florida and southeast Georgia will see this kind of stuff. Scattered shower activity that at times has some brief, heavier showers. But long parts of the evening dry, especially when you get from Jacksonville and point south to Stark, St. Augustine, Palatka. We'll take a look outside right now at the 295 and Buckman, the Buckman Bridge here, rather, and you can see that we had quite a bit of cloudiness, mainly dry roadways now after a brief shower that moved through earlier this afternoon, and at times still a peek at the sun even as we head towards sunset. You can see the glare off the water there, so at least a little bit of sunshine to enjoy as we track those showers through this weekend. 9 o'clock this evening, there you can see the scattered showers, and a few more now developing south and west of Jacksonville as well, and you could hear a rumble of thunder or two. By tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., some leftover clouds, but that should fairly quickly scour on out of here, and by 5 p.m. we're into the sunshine. It'll be a warm day, and a widely scattered storm could develop inland as the sea breeze penetrates inland, but I'm not expecting much, and then that just leads to a very warm Sunday. So for the Shrimp Fest forecast, we're looking at temperatures that'll make it into the 80s. Sea breeze tomorrow afternoon, though, drops off a little bit, so that'll feel better. Mostly to partly sunny skies. Sunday, though, could even be a little bit hotter, but overall, pretty good weather for the Shrimp Fest, pretty good weather for the beach. For tomorrow, partly sunny skies. Notice your temperatures get warm in a hurry. By the lunch hour into the low 80s, but by 5 p.m. the sea breeze will have dropped it into the mid 70s, so there will be quite a difference. That water temperature is still pretty cool, 70 degrees, but the burn time as low as 20 minutes. So here we look ahead over the next 7 days, and it stays hot all the way through Monday. Highs in the low 90s and low temperatures that will only be in the upper 60s to low 70s as temperatures stay very warm and sticky before a front moves through Tuesday with some rain, and then at least a little bit cooler air by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Let me introduce a very special guest. It is 13-year-old Brooke Rallis. Brooke, step right on in here. How are you today?
Good.
We're going to talk about this, what's on your shirt. The First Coast Kids Triathlon. It's the second one this year. We had one last year. The second annual one is this year. It's Sunday morning, Brooke. How old are you, and where do you go to school?
I am 13 years old, and I go to Episcopal High School.
And you are one of more than 1,000 kids that are entered in this triathlon Sunday morning. And there's some video from last year. Is it pretty good fun?
It's a lot of fun.
And you actually raise money for a lot of schools and organizations around the area, and I get to be a big kid celebrity. I'm one of 14. Sheriff Rutherford is a big kid celebrity, and there are several others from around the area, of course, and we're going to be there to cheer you guys on. And then at 11:30 in the morning, after you guys have done your thing, which is, I believe, swim about 100 meters, if I remember correctly, bike 3 miles at least, and run a half mile, right?
Well, actually,
The older kids do more?
The older kids do more.
Oh, good.
They swim 200 yards,
Okay.
bike 6 miles, and then run 1 mile.
About double what the younger kids are going to do, and the celebrity big kids are going to do what the younger kids are going to do, so you're going to actually outdo me, right? Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. It will be a good time. So join us on Sunday morning. That's at the UNF campus. It starts at 8:30 in the morning and will go until about noon. More than 1,000 kids from the First Coast will be there. Cheer us on, and it's a good way to raise some money for local organizations. Back to Mark and Paige.
All right.